Hey, thanks for tuning in. So, I do coaching on Twitch, and if you want advice on your gameplay or anything Tekken related, feel free to click the link in the description or just enter my username on the top left corner of the screen. It's free. We're just there to have a good time and maybe learn a little bit more about Tekken. Hope you enjoyed the vid.
Let's remove all these for now. Let's display it without pausing. And let's just watch like a round all the way through. Ooh, okay. With that round, just a few critiques. Um, I mean the punish missing punishes and ducks. That's all right. It's more what you do in neutral. Especially here. In cases where you're minus. Oh yeah, you were -5. Yeah, and they just smashed and end up clipping you. Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty much a 50-50 guess. And that's okay. But this one, I feel like you could have ended the round here like right then and there if you just popped heat. Um Not sure what you can do there, but just pop heat and then forward two. I mean, that one's really punishable, but you know, if they're not taking advantage of it and punishing you, then I mean, all it is a long range poke and could be a launcher. Okay, now they're punishing it. Okay. One thing I notice with how you play in general is you play very uh turn-based kind of. See this interaction, it's more like it's your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn. And it's like I feel like you could do a little bit more here, especially in situations where you're only like -1. Um, like down jab was good, but here, you know, instead of backdashing when you jab and like waiting for them to do something, like I would maybe go for like a sidestep this or like yeah, just sidestep block and maybe they can whiff something and then you can whiff punish with like a 1-4 and then at that point you're like plus. And I feel like especially at these ranks, this is all I'm doing, place. Thing. I'm literally just doing this all the time. Like your QC back one is so strong. And your QCF one plus two. Like if you notice, if you see any of my games, I'm pretty much spamming that every single game. Because it's so good and you know, they can duck it, but it's so hard. And especially your QCF one plus two, it tracks sidesteps really well. These folks are good, but you gotta mix in the the big hitting moves. Because I notice you do hatchet quite a lot, but you know you're +5, but there's not much that you do. You can do like hatchet into. I mean, it's not frame perfect, but if your hatchet hits, you can do your back one. Um, you can even do like these big moves because I think when you hatchet, you either go for another hatchet or you just go for like small pokes or that or an orbital. But I feel like you gotta reinforce your plus frames more. You have really good moves for that. Your back one and QCB one. It's good. I do find I get stuck quite a bit with QC back one. Oh, okay. Um, my rule with that is, yeah, because that happens to me too. But my rule with that is, I gotta see it first. I gotta see them do it, maybe like once or twice. And if they do, then maybe I'll tone it down a bit. But other than that, I'm spamming that shit because it's so good. +5, range 3 is like, it's a no-brainer to me. One of my friends, he's similar to you, similar rank, and pretty much similar game plan as well. You guys play very safe, and I'm like, when I see you guys play it, I'm just like, bro, use the good moves. I know it's cheesy and shit, but like, you gotta use what you're given. Nice back ones. Okay, it's a good round. Very nice. That was a good orbital. But I noticed in this instance, you were getting clipped quite a lot. Let me see your command history here. What were you trying to do? You're trying to do a jab or a down jab. That's all right as well, but especially if they're doing pokes, when they hit you with a poke, they're gonna be like +3, and then they're gonna do another poke, which is also gonna be like what, 12 frames. So it's pretty much gonna be frame tight. So like a better option would just to be like, just like, oh fuck, I controlled the wrong person. How do I would be to just like, sidestep, because that way, instead of down jabbing or jabbing yourself and them clipping you, you'll be much safer. Like after the poke, even if it hits, see, like you can sidestep it really reliably. So if you notice that they're poking quite a lot and you're getting clipped quite a lot, just like sidewalk, sidestep, even on hit, like it doesn't matter like what poke it is. If they're poking a lot, it's usually gonna be steppable either which way. So hop kick. When they start hop kicking you, you just sidestep and then block, and then you get a free punish, but you also evade their other pokes. So you sidestep, block, you make their other pokes whiff. Now it's your turn. And if he hop kicks, you block it and you get a free punish. It's just you gotta find a way to like cover most of the options that they do. Um, you gotta use heat, bro. You got There should never be a round where you don't use heat. Um, I mean, there's some exceptions when they they get two big combos on you, but every round you should be popping heat, especially at that point when you were low HP. Like at this point, I'm just spamming heat when I get up, like because you get so many chances to like, oh, oops, not there, but you know, especially when you did this, when you did the combo, maybe do something like that, and then now you have heat. When they wake up, you can do your heat options. You can do your forward two string. You can do your heat dashes. You're just much stronger. Yeah, I noticed that you like down jabs a lot. And that's fine in some matchups, but especially with this player, they tend to do pokes a lot. So what they're probably gonna do is whenever you finish a string or whatever, they're probably just gonna press a quick button. And if you're minus and then you try to do a down jab, you might beat some of it, but like this one, you'll get caught by it. So yeah, like I said, it's just picking better panic moves. In this case, the better panic move would be just sidestep and block, or maybe sidestep and a button. Like I really like sidestep 2 because sometimes I can confirm it into the sidestep 2-1 and it would evade a lot of people that are poking a lot. Yeah, I would also refrain from doing moves like orbital, especially if they have a poke heavy playstyle, because I would always get floated. So the thing I do, especially if it's like a long set like this, I mean, this is the longest we're gonna get in Tekken 8. I pretty much just like try and remember what the opponent was doing the past few games, and if I get like a general theme, the general theme here is they like to poke. So that automatically just removes a few moves out of my move set. That was a good orbital, but I would try and use it less, especially in neutral when there's nothing happening, because they would probably most likely poke. Ooh, that's all right. Snake Edge is always so funny. Okay. Yeah. Also, abuse your opponent's weaknesses. You've noticed that they haven't broken a single 1+2 throw. I would literally just go run up, jab, so I'm +1, and grab. I would even do things like um just uh, how are they ducking my hatchet on a replay? Bro. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you get what I mean. You hatchet and then 1+2 throw. They start ducking you, that's when you do your mids. You got hella good mids. Your back 1, 3+4, things like that. Good block. Nice orbital. Yeah, that would be a good time to orbital. Yeah, I guess instead of removing it, maybe I should think about like using it somewhere else, because that was a good time to use orbital, because it was when you guys were far away from each other, so none of his pokes can reach you. So the orbital hit. That was really good. Nice. Good whiff punish. Oh, good job, good job. Yeah. I guess like all I can say is just knowing what your opponent is doing. And of course there's like the basic stuff like, being more consistent with punishes, but that comes with time.